So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a guide on building, scouting, and scanning. So if you're unfamiliar with those terms, I'm going to just go ahead and show you is the best way to do it. So when you want to scout, there's two things to know about scouting. So there's the fog of war, which is the black stuff, and there's this stuff where it's already scouted, but you don't have current vision of it. So this is really important because with buildings, you're able to have tricks on both of those. Alright, so I'm going to go find my opponent here, and I'll show you what I mean. So for building scouting, notice how my scout passed around here and I was able to have vision, and now it's all dark. Alright, it's all dark because I don't have current vision of it. Well, with buildings you can actually do the same thing. So if I start building houses, notice that as I'm building it, the black stuff is going away, and then I can just delete the foundation and boom, I've scouted a little bit more. So this is extremely useful for finding sheep or boar in Dark Age. Like that. You can. There's no limit to it. You can continue building. Usually I like to use farms actually. Here I'm gonna build a mill while I wait. Let's get some wood as well. Because farms have big bases, so you're able to scout a lot more. Let's find my opponent real quick, and I'll show you another trick you can do with buildings as well. So that's what I like to call building scouting, because it's as if you're scouting, but you're using a building and not your actual scout. All right, a bit more wood. Alright, so now I have a mill. Look how much distance the farm can get you. Just delete it, build another farm. And it does take a lot of micro. It does take a lot of actions to do. But if you're able to find the time, I've scouted basically all this with just buildings. Alright, so now let's find something. I'm going to basically scout my opponent's base, show you the next trick. The one thing you have to be careful though is if you drop a farm say like this and it's not built, it actually has 1 HP and your opponent can see it. So if his scouts around, he can hit it and you lose all the 60 wood. So that's the one thing you have to watch out for the farms. Alright, so for the next trick is that's building scouting. The next trick is called building scanning, and it's basically hovering your building over the fog of war. Or not the fog of war, but the other stuff, the stuff that's like you don't have vision right now. So I can scout around and I can see where he's got stuff. So at the moment he's got no buildings around, because obviously it's easy as computer. But if let's say I hover over a building like this house, I know it's there, but it's gonna give me the red symbol, right? Well, if there's something that's built but I don't see it, it'll still give me the red symbol. So I'm gonna wait a bit. We'll come back to that when my opponent's ready. Another thing you could do with buildings is you could palicite his wood. See, right now there's something here, probably villagers or something, but you could actually palicite wood. So let's say I'm trying to lay my opponent. You can do that, and that takes away his trees near CC and he's forced to relocate. And I guess the last thing is just the building scanning. I'm waiting for him to do a building, but he's not doing it. Let's see. Okay, here, perfect. So there's a unit here. That's actually a unit. So this works for scanning for army and for buildings. So notice how it was red there for a couple seconds, but now it's not red anymore. That means a unit just passed there. So I'm gonna scout and try to find that unit. And it was probably that villager, but we might find something else. So yeah, that's basically all there is to it. It's a nice short guide, and it could really help you in your games. For example, if you're missing 2 sheep and you want to find them, you can scout with the buildings. And if you're looking for your opponent's army but you don't have a scout, you can just scan with the building. And if it turns red like this, you know there's a building there. And for example, you find the buildings, or earlier we saw that you can find the units. So that's pretty much it for building, scouting, and scanning. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.